Eric here. That's facebook.com/Eric the Conqueror or youtube.com/user/the Sandman047. What up? It is Thursday, November the 7th, 2013. It is about 9:54 to be exact. And I'm, late yet again. I have this problem with being habitually late. I don't know what to do. Like, I woke up extra early and I don't even know what the hell just happens to me. Like, if I wake up even earlier, I just put it off and off and off because I think, I have so much time. And then, so. I don't know why, but it's just a fact of the matter. And, I don't know if you can see that, but. See that long stick in the air? Well, it's actually like a flag. That is called a nishan sab. It's much like the on the top of a church there's a steeple, and it's up, it's like this, and it's like a sign. It's like I guess it stands for I don't know. It just stands for a lot of different things, and it's just a lot of I want to say religious, but I don't want to say religious either. It's just because a lot of people have flags and monuments, right? And I don't know, it's just cool to me. I don't know, people leave their mark, and it's kind of like the skyscraper. Even in religion, this is actually, especially in religion, like the obelisks, towers, skyscrapers. They're all just fucking big penises coming out of the ground. And, it's kind of like how that's all essentially we are. We're just big penises walking around, and we try to fuck everybody, and we try to fuck everything, and it's just how it works. And I don't know. I guess a couple things I wanted to discuss. I forget what I wanted to say yesterday, but my battery was dead, so I couldn't even fucking film. But I find that sometimes when I can't really remember what I'm trying to say, I have a hard time talking articulately. But that's just a different story. But so yeah, I really like Holy Grail right now. It's a good song, and it reminds me of something I once heard in a sermon. In a service, I guess you could call it. I don't know. So I was sitting at the temple at the Gurdwara, and it did have that service playing in the background, and the man, the priest, I'm just gonna say the man, was telling a story of a of a wise king, and the king had some entertainment over, and one of his henchmen was not the king, I forget who it was, but whatever. This temple, this area, these people had guests over, and one of the younger disciples or something offered them food, but he said, first he asked them, he said, which god do you pray to, and which temple are you from, before I give you this food and water and drink? And they replied that they were from of a different belief, and he got very angry, and he said, no, you must share my beliefs in order to share my food, and to share our food. And then the main dude, the big guy, the big honcho guy, he kind of observed this for a while, and then after all he stepped in and he said, no one must share anything except for the food and water. We can share everything with these people, even if we don't share their beliefs. You know what I mean? You should share anything possible. And obviously, I'm very bad at telling the story. I'm not as good as it would be. I'm obviously pretty ungrounded right now, and I can't really remember it for detail. But the thing is, I remember the message, and the message is you should never discriminate on people based on what they believe or what they hold true and dear to them. You know what I mean? I don't know. And the same applies for anything. Like, anything anybody has, you should not conflict with anything you do for them or anything you offer them. So it does not matter if a man is a Christian, a Jew, a atheist, a Marxist. I don't know. I guess maybe Marxists are pretty like. I think we can discriminate a little bit against them, but even then, like, you know what I mean? If you invite somebody to your home, then we should treat them equally and like. And I don't know. I just think that it's important to be hospitable and offer up. Like, I think if you anything you offer up to, like, say royalty comes to your house, you know what I mean? Like, say royalty, like, say the queen came to my house, I would treat her the same as I do with anybody else that comes to my house because I'm pretty hospitable. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck if you're a queen or if you're a king or whoever the fuck you are. I don't care if you're some religious figure, and I don't care if you're some, like, I don't care who you are. You come to my house, you're gonna get treated the exact same way. Like, I'm gonna offer you water, I'm gonna offer you food. I don't do pop, because fuck that. But if you ask for it and I have it, I'll give it to you. But we don't buy any pop, so shit out of luck. And I don't know, I just think that it's odd that, well, it's not odd. I get it. Don't get me wrong, I totally get it. Like, if you don't have the ability, but some people are just fucking greedy. Like, I've noticed that some households I go to, they hide the Pepsi and the Coke, and they bring out the President's Choice and the no-name pop and the no-name cola for guests, and I just think that's fucking, like, weird. Like, I don't know, you're saving like 50 cents over a fucking pop bottle. Like, I don't get that shit. I get it, kind of, like, if your money's tight, whatever, that's fine, I don't give a fuck, but, like, these are people who are well off, and, like, I don't know. Well, there is an off chance that these people do drink no-name pop, but by and large, no. It's like, I've been to people, like, I've known people who, like, people say, oh yeah, I only drink Pepsi and, like, I only drink Coke or whatever, and then you go to their house on a party and they're serving fucking no-name cola, and I just think it's, like, a little bit, like, I don't know what it is. It's selfish, I guess. I don't know. It's okay to be selfish, but it's not selfish. I don't know what the word for it is. It's whack, is what it is. And I don't know. That right there, like, it doesn't seem like something big, but that's what's wrong with the world. That right there explains what's wrong with everybody in the world. That explains all the world's issues. The people who serve no-name Coke at parties when they themselves drink Pepsi or Coke, those people can explain the problems of everything in the world, and it's just such a powerful metaphor and, like, situation. Like, you know, it's just, these are the same people. Like, think about now, replace Coke and Pepsi with money and aid and food and resources especially, like, you know, like, we have all these big honchos and shit who, like, line their own pockets but then do nothing for anybody else. But, you know, that's okay. I understand it. Like, it's like Snoop says, you gotta get yours before I gotta get mine. Like, I forget what song it is. It's like Gin and Juice or something. It's like, everybody got their cups but they ain't chipped in. Like, you know, that's how it is. And, like, that's how it works. And it's interesting to say the least. I mean, and I don't know. And I especially I don't get when people do this with their kids or their, like, significant others. Like, if you're a fucking man, you should be offering up all of the best things to your woman and child. Like, the best of the best stuff should go to them. Unless, of course, it's, like, protein